Hello everyone, and welcome to my first work in progress video. I started with the ears in this video because I had a direct reference for them at that angle, so it was easy to copy. This piece is based off, I believe, a golden jackal, but I've modified the details to be more wolf-like. More on that in the cleaned up version of the line art you'll see at the end of the video. This is part of a 5-part commission, and because of that I'm trying to keep a relatively consistent style, realistic and a bit fluffy. Keep in mind though that I don't show the whole process of this drawing. Any part I have to redo too many times has been cropped out for the sake of my viewers, since they're tedious as hell to watch. Legs don't tend to have a lot of visibly splitting fluff like this at the elbow, but I like to draw it because it gives a sense of fluidity to the lines. On that front though, lower torso, tummy that is, and the bottom of the chest do tend to have more floofy bits. So you might notice some gaps in my line art as I go. That's a result of my hand tremors, and mostly isn't noticeable till I try to use the fill tool or the magic wand tool. Yikes. The ears, once again, I've directly referenced, but I can only record one screen at a time, so I can't actually show you. Take my word for it, it's a decent copy for such a big style shift. Obviously I had to add a lot of fluff and rough to the neck, and again with the elbows, but I'm struggling with the paws from the start. Dogs tend to have much smaller paws than wolves, so referencing dogs is not actually ideal. Paws in general are hard because the way the joint is structured makes it really hard to do realistically without a direct reference, even if they're anatomically really close to the mark. I worked it out eventually, you'll see that in the finished picture. But for now let's focus on the tail and the back legs. This is something I looked at about a dozen photos before settling on, as I tend to go with something a little more angular when left to my own devices, which is unrealistic as fur tends to smooth down the lines. Here you'll see me checking, well in a moment, you'll see me checking that the line art works properly on a white background. I then add an extra sketch layer just to try to work out what's up with the paws. But in the end, it actually took so long I gave up and came back another day, which is why there's no footage. You'll see me struggle with the paws for a couple of seconds there, and then, well, I'll show you the finished line art. Yeah, I think that's all. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.